Hi, good night to each and everyone out there. Um, Tonight, I was supposed to read a next poem called Spiritual Wickedness, but due to certain incidents and circumstances, something that I witnessed while on work, I didn't like it. I find it was unfair, and people is be using their little power, like if they have a little authority, they be using it to, how should I put it, if they don't like a person, they can use it against that person because they have the authority. If they don't like them, or instead somebody else have the authority, they could instigate that person to buff up the person or pull upon them for no apparent reason, just because I don't know. It had to be the devil must be choking them. I don't know. So this poem is wear mask and wash your hands, because at the pandemic situation, we have COVID-19 going around right about now. So they advising everybody to wear mask and wash your hands, because that helping prevent the COVID-19, as they say. I don't know how true it is, but it is a rule that we have to abide by because we can get charged. But to me, like, okay, you can wear mask, you can wash your hands, right? But can you wash your hearts? Can you wash the bad mind, the negativity, the fight down? Always be fighting, because this goes for me too also, yeah, because I fall in the same category, because sometimes I just catch myself doing the same things. But you see, things when it's happening, I like to write about things that actually happen in the world. And you see, when people fighting down someone, or I see unfairness going on, or something like that, I like to write and speak about it. So this poem is wear mask and wash your hands. But can it really help us to wash our hearts? So here I goes with this poem. Right now, in this world, there is a pandemic situation. It's all over, country to country, nation to nation. And yes, we need protection. We need to protect ourselves. And the stores sell hand sanitizers and face masks. There are plenty on their shelves. But I have a question. Where do we really get protection? From where? From who? Waiting for an answer. Is that your reaction? You guys believe wearing mask and washing hands will help you? I am still here waiting for an answer. You better think it through. Waiting and waiting, still no reply. Well, hear what? I am going to give it a try. Our protection comes from the Most High, Jehovah, God, Sila. He has many names, but there is one God, the I am. This fact still remains. So wearing mask and washing hands can't help us. In God, we need to put our trust. But you know what puzzles me? Don't worry. You don't have to pay me. This is for free. I have some questions to ask about this washing hands and wearing the mask. When you tell someone to wash their hands, now this one here is a question to all my Facebook fans. Can you wash your hands? Can you wash your hearts clean? Just like how you wash your hands? Or you're praying for COVID-19 to leave our lands? But first, we need to obey and serve God, because one day we will see him coming on his horse with a sword. This is for the people who like to ask, did you wash your hands? Ma'am and Mrs., Mr., you better start making plans. Washing hands should be the least of your worries. Here, let's do some Bible studies. 7 things that God hates. Do you guys have any of these traits? 1. A proud look, haughty eyes, meaning pride. Pride is the primary sin. James 4 verse 6. It was through pride that the devil fell. Pride, are you on God or the devil's side? 2. A lying tongue. We all lie. So we need to pray David's prayer, Psalms 120 verse 2. So if you want to lie, know you're kissing heaven's door goodbye. 3. Heartless cruelty. Hands that shed innocent blood. The story of Cain and Abel, and the 2 of them was brothers. Do you hate anyone? Do you? Then in God's sight, you are a murderer, and God hates murderers. 4. Vicious scheming. A heart that devises wicked schemes. For example, an individual who chain up people, or someone to attack or throw words for people. It comes like the choking a dog to bite a person. You know, sometimes when you have a dog and you're trying to train it to bite people, and like when a person walks, there's one something like that, right? That you call that vicious scheming. Also, it calls to mischievous eagerness. Number 5, mischievous eagerness. Feet that are quick to rush into evil. That's the devil's work, because he prowls around like a roaring lion. 1 Peter 5 verse 8. God hates this mischief. What are your feet doing? Are they the beautiful feet of Romans 10 verse 15? 6. Social slander. A false witness who pours out lies. God hates slander. Read Ephesians 4 from 29 to 32 and see what he says. Divisive strife. A man who stirs up dissension among brothers. This perhaps is the worst of the 7 sins. Tale-bearing, untrue stories, half-truths, subtle insinuations, produces the disruptions of friendships and the breakup of fellowship. God hates this. So, ma'am and Mrs., do you guys fall under any of these categories? If you do, please kneel down, ask God forgiveness, and say sorry. Thank you for listening this poem that went into a short Bible studies. But why I approach this topic or subject and had to talk about it is because we go through this scenario every day. It could be at home, work, or even in church. Sometimes we forget about these words or lessons in the Bible. I am not perfect. We are not perfect. But at least we could try to be. This topic, I saw an incident with all these 7 sins that I am speaking about, and I need to talk about it. Yes, we are going through a pandemic crisis, but wearing masks and washing hands is not going to help us. When our hearts are black and nasty, we will have clean hands with dirty hearts. Which do you think God prefers? Clean hands or dirty hearts? Or dirty hands and a clean heart? I feel you prefer a clean heart. I didn't think so. So to the ma'am and the missus, it have a quote in the Bible, Matthew 7, verses 5. You hypocrite, first remove the beam out of your own eyes, and then you can see clearly to remove and speak, to remove the speck out of your brother's eyes. I repeat again, Matthew 7, verse 5. You hypocrite, first remove the beam out of your own eyes, and then you can see clearly to remove the speck out of your brother's eyes. I don't like unfairness and stupidness. Sometimes people needs to hear this. Be fair, be equal. What good for one, good for all. God loves everyone. That means you, me, everyone. So be kind to others. Do what is right. And don't be like a devil, choking and instigating people to be on other people. Right? The incident I saw is with two firms, right? It come like I am an outsider looking at the situation. Right? I will turn and tell all you about it now. A girl from a firm, well, let's say a girl, right? She passes by, her skirt is short, but not to say short. You understand? And it's not tight. It's short, but she have on stockings. But it have people I see have shorter skirt than the girl. Now, I don't speak to the girl. We don't talk or anything, nothing like that, right? And I am standing up, and it have these couple of girls who working for other firm. But these girls' skirts are shorter than that person's skirt, and tight and fitted. It is right up. They just have to pull it down, and they are slit behind it straight up, right? So it have a person who have a little power, a little authority over these couple of girls. And they saw the girl pass, and the chicken turning and saying, but how she still getting short so? Like it getting shorter every day. So the person who is in authority now turn and say, well, don't worry, I will fix that. You understand? So why always woman, instead of fighting on one another, try to uplift one another? All are we is come like God creation. All are we is God people. It's just we have a choice to choose right and wrong. I am not perfect. I commit many sins. I did many wrongs. But I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change my life. I'm trying to go the right way. And I find hearing and seeing these things going, we as women, instead of uplifting, we fighting down. For what reason? I now come out the toilet, you asking me if I wash my hands. Not if I don't know talking now. I went and washed my hands.